Hello folks, it's Giant 2B here again with Overdrive Incident, Chapter 11, Getting Some Helping Hands. I am doing this YouTube alone this evening because my laptop is out of order, and I usually do Skype when I Skype with Hopeless Romance or Blakely Foffles, but since I can't use either of them, I'm doing this alone, so I haven't done it in a while, so bear with me. All the art credit goes to Hopeless Romance. All the music credit goes to Alexander Courage, Silvershir and Silvershir, and if I pronounce this correctly, Alan Silvestri. I think I botched that, but yes, Alan Silvestri, and there's sound effects here and there. Again, this is rated PG to PG-13, and bear with me on Chapter 11, Getting Some Helping Hands. Back on the Enterprise, Scotty studied what was left of the Sea Duck's overdrive and what notes Baloo had given him and completed to the ship's main warp engines. He soon figured out how to use the technology, but needed help on fixing it, so he invited Baloo to engineering to help plug in his technology to theirs. Well, you see, Mr. Scott, we need Wildcat and my friend Louie to help us fix your warp drive with this technology. You see, it was the three of us that was tinkering with the overdrive after the Great War. We were thinking on a swell way to have fly real fast. Wildcat was the real brains behind the original model of the overdrive before I burned it out in 1937, saving Kit's life from air pirates, Baloo explained. I see, Scotty said. Yes, unfortunately, Wildcat was tied to a propeller one day and cleaning someone's airplane, and someone had decided to play a nasty trick on him. It was a very nasty prank, and had turned the propellers on very high speed, knocking half his brains out. That's why all the childish antics that he has and his social difficulties he has. However, he still has technical skills and can repair anything. In fact, one positive thing that came out of it is he fixes things 10 times as fast than any other person I've known. That's an amazing story, Baloo. But what about that second time when you monitor your overdrive in the Second War, and recently? Scotty asked. Well, you see, Mr. Scott, Wildcat and his uncle was a scientist back in London, and was working with the British government with their technology to beat the Swazies on how to defeat them. During one of Rebecca and my animation runs to London, we met up with his uncle, who gave notes and helped us repair the old overdrive to make it bigger and better than the original. Unfortunately, Wildcat's uncle was killed 2 months later from another Swazi blitzkrieg attack. I'm sorry to hear that, Baloo. That's okay. I kept the old professor's notes, and the British gave me extra parts and fuel to repair if needed. And Louie has extra special fuel handy if I run out. And he was tinkering with the first time as a new drink, but instead came up with this fuel. Baloo started to laugh. Well, last I heard, your friend Wildcat was with Lieutenant Calloway back on the planet, Scotty said. Captain Kirk walks into engineering. Anything, Kirk asked? We can do it, Jim, but we'll need to have his friends Wildcat and Louie. I think Lieutenant Calloway is still with them, sir. Scotty also chimed in. Alright, contact the lieutenant and tell her that Baloo, you and I are coming down there. Aye, sir. Man, that transport doohickey is sure an amazing technology you have there. Come on, Baloo. We're going to use it again. Alright, let me inform my wife and children. Baloo told his family and what they had planned on doing, and had them remain on the ship until he calls for them. Had trouble contacting the lieutenant, and so the three of them beamed down to where the communicator was. This happened to be Wildcat half airplane home, and no sign of them of the lieutenant. As they pure tricorder on human, Mr. Scott, as Kirk grabbed his Alicia's communicator and phaser. Aye, sir. Blue looked around and noticed that the hire for hire had been condemned and closed to the public, and police tape telling people to keep away. My home! My home! They destroyed my home too! Blue cried. Kirk looked around, now furious. Miss Van Roel, I'll do everything in my power to help you get your life back. Thank you, Captain Kirk. As they're now searching, police sirens were heard in the background. Scotty then picked up Alicia's signature nearby. This way, sir, as they were walking back towards the condemned building. Over here, I see something. Kirk saw a bunch of boxes leading to a small hole. Oh yeah, my old smuggling hideout. Louis and I used to smuggle and hide drinks there during Prohibition here, but before the structure was built. Back then we were still working for another flying company, and Louis and I saved enough money to buy Baloo's air service. I see, Kirk said. It's one of those odd jobs. We took and fed, we weren't paid to do anything, but we did what we could do for work, Baloo said. Sir, I'm picking up a human and a lion type life sign down there, Scotty interrupted. Come on then, Kirk said as he was throwing crates and boxes to clear the whole area. Baloo came up to help them, and they soon cleared the old hideout the hole. They jumped down there. As soon as three got down there into the old hideout, they walked into the dark tunnels. Captain, is that you? Alicia asked. Alicia, you're safe, Kirk said. We escaped Khan's men and copies, Wildcat said. Yes, a bunch of police dogs and panthers hired by Shere Khan came here looking for Wildcat, and I destroyed hire for hire, Alicia said. Fucking cowards, Baloo barked. They're so cowardish, as Baloo was banging on the wall. Glad you're safe, Kirk said. Now what we need to do is get you back to the ship while the rest of us pick up Louie and help fix the ship's engines, Kirk continued. Captain, I'm not leaving Wildcat, Alicia demanded. Fine, you're with us. Next time, use this, as Kirk handed her phaser and communicator. Yes, sir, as she took them. Now how do we get out of here? Follow me, there's an emergency exit out of this place, Blue said. He found his old flashlight and led them to the exit, which happened to be the entrance to an old shut-down speakeasy entrance, but it was now a laundromat upstairs. They came out of the floor of the laundromat as birds were doing their laundry and gave him an awkward, one-eyed look. Now we just need transportation to Louis somehow, Scotty murmured. Baloo saw a helicopter flying in the sky. Buzz! That's it! Who? Kirk asked. What? Scotty asked. I'll explain on the way as he ran towards Con Tower where Buzz's lab was. As the group got to Con Tower, they snuck around the back. You see, Buzz and I were old friends of mine back in the late 30s. He invented this prototype helicopter and had saved his cookies from Shere Khan thinking he stole it. I'm sure you rebuilt it by now. If not, I'm sure it'll help us, Blue explained. Alright, we'll take your word for it, Kirk said. Now, how do we get up there without causing attention? Blue asked. Then Kirk saw a rope with a hook near with a traction. Will this help? Climb, Captain? Scotty asked. Yeah, because it's there. Alright then, Baloo said. So they climbed up to Buzz's laboratory and crashed into the ceiling where Buzz was tinkering with the newest gadget. Oh, hi there, Baloo. What can I do you for? Buzz asked. Well, I was wondering, do you still have that helicopter prototype? Why, yes, I do. Now, where'd I put that thing? He said he was searching around his lab. Oh, yes, there it is, ready for another flight. Can I borrow it for a bit? Baloo asked. Yes, you may. But just then, Khan's Panthers army were coming out and shooting at him. They spotted Baloo and his friends coming into the lab. No time to talk, Buzz. Thanks, as they all got in the helicopter and started to fly off. As soon as it started up, Khan's Panthers were firing at them and started to take off. It was too late. The helicopter took off. Let him go. When he returns, he will be arrested, Khan said. Baloo flew the helicopter to Louie's place and landed on a beach. "Baloo, my man, what can I do you for?" the happy orangutan said and greeted him. "Lot, my friend. Say, do you still have the extra overdrive fuel?" "Sure thing, cuz, but why do you need it?" "Well, you see," Baloo explained everything Louie as monkeys and waiters gave everyone free drinks. "Okay, but first, we need to turn this helicopter to buzz, and then we'll be on our way." "Cool, cool," Louie said. As they were flying back to Cape Suzette, they were suddenly being shot at. This time, it was air pirates. Cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Giant 2B, and I now bring you Chapter 11, Getting Some Helping Hands. And again, rated PG-13, and I do not own any of the music or art. Thank you, and have a good night. Thank you.